Hello, everybody,
Hi everyone, my name is Claude.
and I'm Serge. Welcome to another episode of Wellbeing Makes Sense. Today, we're going to talk about a very important topic, something that we all experience in our lives. We're going to talk about stress.
Yeah,
How do we turn down the stress?
we'll find out, so stay tuned. What is stress? You were stressful when you came out of your mother's womb, you're stressful throughout your life, and you're stressed under death. So, how do we get that under control?
Well, first of all, we're going to talk about what stress is.
Yeah,
And a very simple definition would be when we are under pressure, when we are under mentally and emotionally, we are under pressure. Can you give us a few examples of when we are under pressure?
an exam is coming, you're getting married.
Really?
Yeah. Bills are coming up and you're not able to get more hours at work. You're suddenly sick and have to be admitted. You don't know how you're gonna pay this medical bill.
So we can spend the whole day listing things that can stress somebody out. But the most important thing is how do we deal with the stress? But we got to understand a little bit about the physiology behind the stress. And to understand it, we got to talk about a very important hormone in our body called cortisol.
Cortisol. So what is that? Let's see here. So cortisol is like steroid. Everybody heard of steroid. So you know what steroid does. So it helps combat inflammation. It promotes your better immune system. It helps you deal with flight or fight response.
And for this cortisol specifically, um, it helps us stay awake and alert. All right. It prevents fatigue or brain fog. He keeps our metabolism running. Really, there is a whole list of things that we can tell you about this. About it, he helps with our memory. It helps with learning. So you can understand that this is a very, very important steroid. You need that hormone. It needs to be at a certain level in your body for you to function well. But if you get too much of it, then that's a problem. And that's where we get into stress. So let's give you a few symptoms that can allow you to identify when your cortisol is high. For example, it can start with weight gain.
Yeah.
You don't change your diet, you continue to do your little exercise, you're trying to live healthy, but you keep on gaining weight. Well, it could be that your cortisol level is high.
The anxiety level goes through the roof.
Mm-hmm. You feel very fatigued, and yet you cannot sleep. You have a poor sleep pattern.
So remember I said that the cortisol helps build your immune system. So again, when you have too much in your body, guess what? It's the opposite effect. Your immune system drops, and you're sustainable to viruses, bacteria, etc.
Yeah. It can increase your blood pressure. And your skin also, you can see some changing in your skin. For example, a lot of acne on your face. That can be the result of a high cortisol level in your body.
It can affect your sex drive. It affects your mood. The anxiety, decrease, higher risk of depression.
Yeah. and definitely keep you on a high with a high level of stress. You feel very stressed almost every single day, and anything, any little thing, you explode. Right? So it's important that cortisol stay within the level that it's supposed to be. Otherwise, you're in trouble. So let's give you 6 ways to keep this cortisol under control. And we'll start with
Eating habits.
so your diet play an important role in regulating the cortisol. So it's good to switch to a whole food diet. Refined food are bad for cortisol. Right?
Refined food, right?
Yeah.
Process, yeah.
Process. Yeah. So you want a diet that is rich with whole food, plenty of fruits, plenty of vegetables. Keep the carb low. Avoid caffeine, alcohol, trans fat, refined sugar. So avoid all these things because they increase your level of cortisol. And also you want a lot of fiber. Increase your fiber. Have some healthy fat and protein.
Yeah.
So what's the next one?
Other ways, so we're talking about reducing stress. So what ways can you physically actively do to reduce your stress? Taking a time out, basically, away from the stressor. Meditating, reading, what else? Reading God's Word, meditating in God's Word, reading the Bible, spending time with family and friends that, those are spending time with people who don't cause you distress, right?
Yeah, that's very important.
Yeah, and prayer.
Yeah. And also spend some time outdoors, some time in nature. Sometimes we need to turn off everything. Have some time for ourselves. Leave the cell phone in the house and just go take a walk. Spend half an hour just peacefully walking around, especially in the park, especially if you are living in an area where there's a lot of nice forest, nice gardens. So take a walk there, and enjoy the nature.
Find a new habit, gardening.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one too.
Yeah.
Number 3, exercise regularly. We talk about exercise very often, and the reason why we keep talking about it is because we know that's one of the hardest things to get people to do. I know January 1st, everybody is in the gym, that's New Resolution. And then by mid-February, you don't see anybody at the gym after that. We stop. We give up. So that's why I keep on reminding you of the importance of exercise. You can see every little, every topic, every disease, you're gonna find exercise as one of the best remedy for it. So regular exercise, 30 minutes to an hour a day, 4 or 5 days a week. Just go and do it.
So you exercise, you're sweating, therefore you're drinking a lot of water, and you're removing all the inflammation that is built up in your system, and you sleep better. You just have the happy hormone in your system. So give it a try. Number 4.
Right. Number 4, use adaptogen herbs and superfoods. See, there are different type of herbs, and many of them are used as medicinal herbs, so they can treat different diseases. But the adaptogen herbs, they are a type of medicinal herbs. However, they are not treating a specific disease. What they do is that they help regulate the body. So using them, they can help lower your blood pressure, keep your blood pressure under control, keep your blood sugar under control, and also keep your cortisol level under control. So we can give you a few examples, and then you can go and look them up, and do a little bit more research on them, like holy basil, licorice roots, ashwagandha.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna try this one, astragalus, and rhodiola.
Yeah. And some medicinal mushrooms. That's the easy one.
Yes. So you spoke about superfood. So superfood is basically food that are rich in antioxidants, minerals, and vitamins. Counterbalance what's going on in your body. I put some superfood in my when I juice. So there are blueberries. You do a lot of kale. Yes. And there's acai, there's cocoa powder, and many more. So
wheatgrass,
yeah,
turmeric.
yeah.
These are superfoods, so you can use them.
So at the end of the day, they balance, they restore damaged cells, and protect your body from a high level of cortisol.
So number 5 is essential oils. So what they do?
Essential oil.
Well, we're not gonna say too much about them because we have a whole show coming up.
I'm excited.
Oh yeah, we are very excited.
But at the end of the day, it promotes relaxation.
So that's all you need to know, and we'll see you in the next video. Next week, for a whole show on essential oils. So, and number 6, get some sleep. You need to sleep. You need to set time aside to sleep.
And everything is connected. If you eat better, you're decreasing your inflammation in your body, you exercise, you're doing supplemental restoration with your body in terms of the superfood, the herbs. Guess what? Your sleep is going to be better.
Especially when you add the exercise component into it. Yeah.
So you set your alarm to sleep at a decent time, and all the components that we spoke about will allow you to sleep throughout the night instead of having to wake up and be so distressed while you're sleeping.
Yeah, so basically these are the 6 ways to keep your cortisol under control. And if your cortisol is under control, guess what? You are reducing your level of stress. There are too many stressors in this world. Diseases are preventable.
So, thank you again for tuning into another episode of Wellbeing Makes Sense. Make sure you subscribe, you like, comment, and share.
See you next week.